eye sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day. They're the eyes of a man whose lust knows no bounds.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me as always is my wife Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is November 31st, otherwise known as December 1st, 1999.
What?
There's not 31 days in November.
You're so weird.
December 1st, 1999, everyone. So weird. And we're doing 4 to Tango, an episode of Dawson's Creek, I assume based on the Matthew Perry movie 3 to Tango. A movie that Carol and I watched but did not do on the regular show. Listen to the regular show, everyone. It's called Massive Late Fee, Retro Late Fee.
It's so weird that there are any movies that we've ever seen ever that we haven't talked about.
Well, I mean, yeah, not ever, because we saw movies previously to 1994 we didn't talk about.
But I mean, I feel like everything we do ends up on this.
Everything we do ends up on this, what do I call it?
Tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Remember when this was primarily physical tapes that we sent out to people?
Yeah.
And now it's mostly on the computer.
Remember
Isn't
when
technology awesome?
somebody came and just materialized and grabbed our tape and then disappeared?
Yep. I do. That was weird. It looked like an older version of me and Mike. That was weird.
Weird days.
It's weird. Somebody theorized that it was us from the future, but it's weird because if it was us from the future, then the tape existed in the future. So why not just why go back to the past to get it? You could just take it.
Oh my God! Maybe something terrible happens. The tapes
Who
get
knows?
destroyed.
The tapes get ruined. I don't know. Check out that episode. Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Oh my God.
where our tape gets stolen. Still got released though somehow. Anyway, so we're not here to talk about people materializing. We're here to talk about a relationship materializing, possibly. What do you think, Carol?
I don't know.
I think they're teasing us with Joshua Jackson, Katie Holmes fan fiction.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I guarantee you there's fan fiction of, like, everyone having sex in Dawson's Creek.
Oh
right?
my God.
Don't you think? I mean, not like everyone at once. But I mean, like I'll bet you there's a Pacey Dawson's mom fan fiction.
Ew.
She's an older woman, and a decently looking older woman, and he was with an older woman before.
But it's not. It's Pacey and Dawson's mom. That's practically incest.
Why? I don't agree at all. I wouldn't necessarily, like, that wouldn't be my first choice of, like, fan fiction or whatever, but I don't agree at all. I don't think he's ever shared a scene with Dawson's parents. There's no, like, I don't feel like they have a relationship at all. He has a relationship with Dawson, but, like, I don't feel like him and the parents have a relationship in any way.
Weird. Okay.
They might have had one scene with Dawson's dad, I guess. I don't know, like, but I don't think he shared any screen time with the mom.
All right. I guess I'm reading into things here. But,
What about Jen and Joey?
oh my.
That's got to be something.
They're both so straight, though.
They are. Yeah, that's true. They're two of the straightest women on TV.
I mean, I think Jen could at least tease it. I don't think that Joey could even try to pretend to be into a girl.
No, not at all. Mm-mm. And I like you said. I can't even picture Jen kissing a girl.
No,
and I've tried.
have you now?
But I don't think so because she's all about guys so much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
speaking about being all about guys.
This episode starts in Dawson's bedroom.
Where she's not about a guy.
But there is no Dawson.
No, it's her and Pacey.
On Dawson's bed.
Trying to fuck on Dawson's bed.
What's up with that?
It's pretty rude.
Now, you pointed out to me last recording that Pacey has his own apartment.
Yeah, that's the thing they came up with, right?
I thought so, yeah. But so why are they breaking into Dawson's bedroom during a school day to try to have sex instead of going to Pacey's apartment?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like maybe Pacey doesn't actually have an apartment.
He was supposed to... They play fast and loose with whatever the fuck's going on with Pacey. Because it feels like he doesn't live at home. Mm-hmm. He talks about it, but then, like, in this episode, they said something about, like, oh, his only chore is, like, making sure the family dog goes out or whatever. And it's like, so does he live at home? He fucking got kicked out. He had an apartment. Like, we never saw it or went there, but, like, he said he had it. Is he homeless?
He and Andy...
What's going on?
He and Andy went there, didn't they?
Well, they went to a bed and breakfast.
Maybe he doesn't have an apartment. Maybe that was like something that was talked about but didn't happen.
I don't know, but it's weird.
It is very weird that they're choosing to try to fuck in Dawson's bed.
Apparently, it was Jen's idea.
Well, I think she's had a lot of fantasies about Dawson's bed. Didn't she crawl in the window and try to have sex with him once?
Yeah.
Or was it him crawling in her window? I don't remember.
No, I think it was the other way around.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, they're making out on his bed. I said I feel like it's even more rude because Dawson's a virgin. I think that the first sex that bed sees should be with its original owner and not just somebody having sex on it. It's fucked up.
I think it's a lot more disturbing for Dawson being a virgin. I think it would be. Yeah.
So it doesn't happen, though.
No, they can't get into it because they're not attracted to each other. I don't know how or why.
Fucking weird.
Because they're both very attractive people.
Yeah.
But they are not attracted to each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they cannot make it happen.
And they're like, they hear a noise. Mm-hmm. And Pacey's like, what the fuck? And like, Jen, just dives out the window like it's fucking Airplane or something like that. It's almost like comedic. Like she's just fucking, and he gets down on the floor and like turns on Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, he dives down to turn on the video game system, and he's sitting there holding the controller and playing the game. And Dawson's like, "Where's your other shoe?"
Right. He's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing, Dawson?" He's like, "I had a dentist appointment, and so I came home to get my books." And he's like, "Oh, well, I sneak into your room and play Crash Bandicoot sometimes." He's like, "Okay." Yeah. And then he points out the shoe, and then we go to the theme song. But after the theme song, Dawson starts moving again. He's like, "Oh, thank God." For some reason, I'm frozen for 45 seconds every week. I don't know why. Right. But he finds a condom. Now,
in the wrapper.
He should note that it's not open.
Yeah.
Is it it was a Durex condom, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice plug for Durex.
So I guess
what's your favorite kind of condom to use?
Do you?
I mean, obviously you don't have a condom, but
well, I always prefer ultra thin.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not really that picky about brand. I think I usually go Trojan if I had to.
Interesting, Trojan ultra thin, but not into like the lamb skin or like the alternative materials.
No, I think that's gross, and I think they're less effective.
They are.
I do have a funny story though about condoms.
Yeah.
When I was working at 7-Eleven, I went to buy condoms from my coworker, and he was like, and I just wanted like, I don't know, regular Trojans, whatever, and he's like, no, that's not what you want. And he grabbed the ultra thins. He's like, try these, trust me. And I never used anything else. So
wow, yeah. You knew.
Yeah. So hats off to 7-Eleven dude.
There you go, 7-Eleven dude. We all have a 7-Eleven dude in our lives. Usually they sell you weed.
Right.
Anyway, so he finds the condom and he's like, what the fuck's going on? And I know why. So, separate from this. So he's got his suspicions. He doesn't know what's going on. Separate from this, Pacey's failing math.
Yeah. And like, Pacey was doing great in school when he was with Andy.
Yes.
So and when he was with Tamara.
Right.
So we know that he has the ability to do well. He just has to give a shit, and he cannot apparently motivate himself.
He points out later with Joey that he's been conditioned to want a sexual reward for studying.
So awful.
And she's like, well,
You're looking the wrong way.
Not getting it from me.
So, like, give yourself a sexual reward, dude. If it's really, that important, when you finish your math, then you can go jack off. Okay.
Wow.
Like, I guess maybe that's not special enough for him.
Finish your math and then finish yourself.
In your own apartment, which apparently you have.
Right. We don't know. It's unclear. But so he's failing math, and he goes up to Joey and he's like, hey, Joey, you're doing really well in math, and I'm failing, and I need help. Will you tutor me in math? And she's like, well, you have to do me a favor, though. I have something that I need from you. And while they're like palling around and talking in the hallway, Dawson sees them together talking, and that starts his machinations. And he's like, who could he be using the condom with? It's like a detective story.
Right.
They should have juxtaposed this with one of the classic, like, 1950s or 60s detective movies.
Sure. I mean, they'd have to have changed the title.
Oh, yeah.
To some kind of Dick Tracy thing.
Instead of the Matthew Perry movie 3 to Tango.
Right. But yeah, so he's now suspicious.
Remember when Matthew Perry got tackled by that football player? And he goes, I'm very attracted to you. And Matthew Perry goes, and that's a football term for... He goes, I find you very attractive. And then he looks down and he goes, evidently.
I do not remember that scene.
It's a great scene.
So...
It's a good movie. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead with what?
I don't know.
I was going to say shit, and then you started talking about
Say it!
a football player with an erection.
Say it!
And now I don't remember what I was going to say.
Oh, that's all you can think about now?
Apparently.
So the favor that she wants is that... Oh, that's why it's called Four to Tango. Oh, it's probably not a reference to that movie at all.
But, I mean, they always... make the titles sound like movies titles. That's all.
I wonder if Four to Tango is like a 1950s movie that I've never heard of or something, and Three to Tango is like a riff on that, and this is referencing like the older movie that I've never heard of. But anyway, she's in a dance class because she heard, this is hilarious, by the way. So Joey hears that there's a scholarship for the best dancer at this dance class. And she's like, so she goes there and she's like, but I need a partner. So you're going to be my partner. And everyone else there's like 80 at this dance class.
Yeah.
So obviously they're not gunning for the scholarship.
Yeah, she's the only one there wanting the scholarship. That should have been a clue.
Right. And that, like, I mean, spoilers, it comes out at the end of the episode that there is no scholarship. That, like, there used to be or whatever, but, like, money's running tight. They don't have money for a scholarship this year or whatever. And it's like, did you not ask when you got there? Did you not say, hey, like, what do I have to do? Do I have to sign up for the scholarship?
Right?
Or like, she didn't ask it. She just figured she could sign up, dance, and then, like, 6 months down the line, get money for college. They just send her money.
Yeah, just in case anybody out there doesn't know, you actually have to apply for scholarships.
Right. So, very weird.
Although I think some scholarships have criteria that you have to meet, and so maybe she's aware of the scholarship, and the criteria is take this class, and so she's not going to sign up for it until after she takes the class.
Possibly, I don't know.
No.
But anyway, so he's dancing with her, and they're not doing well.
No, they are doing terrible. And am I skipping ahead too much if I start talking about Jen and Dawson? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because what happens is, I don't remember exactly what's going on with Jen in this episode before she talks to Dawson. I guess nothing.
Nothing.
He's at the video store, and she comes in and it's like, hey, what's up, Doss? And he's like, well, why are you calling me an operating system? No, he's like, what's up? And I don't remember. She's looking for Pacey, but I don't remember why.
I don't know, maybe to try to have sex with him again?
I guess. I don't know. But they start talking, and he's like, yeah, he was in my room acting really weird. He was like, I think he was trying to have sex with somebody. He mentions Crash Bandicoot, and she's like, is that a euphemism? It's like, no, it's a video game. But I think he was trying to have sex because I found a condom. And she's like, oh. He's like, I think it's Joey. And so she knows she's off the hook. So she just plays along.
Yeah.
And then they see them together.
Joey and Pacey.
Out the window. Because they're going to the class. So I guess you weren't skipping ahead that much. So they're like, ooh, let's follow.
Yeah, so
they
she's like, do you have one of those be back in 20 minutes signs? And Dawson's like, yeah. So they just closed the video store to go follow them into the dance class.
Sure, the video store's really happy about that.
Right. And
Saturday and a Friday night. It's like fucking what's his name? Randall from Clerks is running the place.
But so they go across the street to this dance class and catch them dancing. And then does no one pay for these classes? Because
I don't know, because they just start dancing.
Yeah, they just come in and the instructor just like incorporates them into the class.
That's why
partnering them up with people.
That's why they can't afford a scholarship. She's not charging anyone,
right? So yeah, they're all dancing, and she talks about how Pacey and Joey.
First, she talks about Jen and Dawson.
Okay,
because she's like, "Oh, you two used to be together or something," and he's like, "What? What are you talking?" And she's like, "Oh, I can tell. You know, like you used to be together, and then you're not together anymore, but you've developed this trust. You've become friends, and found the real trust in your relationship or whatever. You can tell by the way you dance." And he's like, "Okay." And she looks at Pacey and Joey, and she's like, "Yeah, these two are just early on fucking or whatever."
No, she's like, they want each other. You can tell.
Yeah.
But they aren't together. They just
dancing never lies or something. She says
they're too hot. They're hot for each other, so they can't dance together. Yeah. Apparently, you have to have sex first if you want to be able to dance well.
I guess. I don't know.
But Dawson and Jen never had sex.
No, but they trust each other or whatever.
They must not be hot for each other anymore.
I guess, yeah. I guess that's the whole point. But, so yes, she breaks all this shit down. And he's like, And then they basically say why. I don't know why it's a secret or whatever anyway, but they basically say the whole thing like, hey, I needed help with math. She needed help with this.
Yeah. So
does Dawson ever find out who's having sex? Or who's trying to have sex? Because
Pacey and Jen go into the coat room at the dance place and start making out.
Yeah, because they get hot again. But this is my theory. And I think this is, if I look back on it, I think, every time they got hot for each other, it was immediately after talking to Dawson and Joey. So I think Jen wants Dawson and Pacey wants Joey. And after they go back to each other, and then they try to hook up, but it never works because
that's messed up.
Because they're not so they get charged up talking to the other ones, and then they try to hook up. That's what I think's going on.
Well, they get caught by Dawson and Joey.
And then, she looks at him and she's like, nothing, right? And he's like, no.
Yeah, but it actually looked like they were kissing pretty hot. Like, I don't know how they were like, oh, nothing. But
they tried.
But Joey looks pissed.
Oh, she gets so angry. Because Pacey had come to her with a hypothetical about having sex with a friend with no strings and stuff like that.
I think she thought he wanted to have sex with her with no strings.
And she was like, let me ask you a question. Do you really want sex with no emotion or whatever? And he's like, he just kind of shrugs, and she's like, well, I think if you did, you'd be having sex with no emotion right now instead of learning math.
Yeah, instead of being with me.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I agree with you. I think she gets it now. She sees them making out and she's like, oh, you were talking about her.
Yeah.
And she's fucking pissed.
Yeah, she is not happy. Dawson seems much less upset about the whole
He's
thing.
amused by the entire thing.
He's very understanding. He like calms Joey down about like he is the most emotionally like mature and chill I've ever seen Dawson.
His character is completely changed.
Yeah.
I mean, in not as a criticism of the show, in somewhat understandable ways, but he's like much more mature than his character is than it was at the beginning of the show.
As he should be.
And he's gone through a lot of stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like, they're lonely. People get lonely. They're looking for something with each other. It's okay. Like you can't be mad at them for that. And
when she's pissed.
She's like, oh yes, I can.
And Jen mentioned something too. Like about how big she reacted. She was like, yeah, I think somebody's got a crush or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he goes back to get Pacey.
Okay.
Goes back to get his coat. Because he forgot his coat in the coat room. And he sees what's her name? Joey sitting there.
Yeah. And so he goes over to talk to her and they're kind of flirty.
Yeah, for sure.
They're definitely there's something going there.
I think they're building to something here.
But yeah, and that's the time we find out there's no fucking scholarship. So.
Yeah.
But did Pacey learn math? I think that's the real question.
I don't know. We don't. We get no resolution to that storyline. I don't know if he learned math or not.
I guess maybe we'll find out how he's doing later. I mean, if he gets into a relationship with Joey, then, obviously he'll just start to excel again.
But will he get sex?
Well, nobody gets sex from Joey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't...
Yeah.
Are they really going to have Joey lose her virginity and it's to Pacey?
We'll see.
Like, it'd be crazy. You would think her and Dawson would lose their virginity together.
You would think.
And then, I don't know, but...
Everybody else on the show's lost their virginity.
Yeah, it's just the two of them. That's what I'm saying.
That would be... I don't think it'd go well. I don't think it's a good idea.
For the two virgins to lose their virginity to each other?
Yeah, well, especially because of all the emotional baggage they have. I mean, that's just going to cause more emotional baggage.
They can't be virgins for the entire... Like, I don't know how long this show's going to run, but let's presume it goes through their high school years. And who knows, maybe even... like a Saved by the Bell college years style college years. I don't know. But let's assume...
Or Beverly Hills 90210 could go even beyond that.
Yeah, who knows? Let's hope they don't do that. But let's assume it goes through the high school years, right? Are they really going to be virgins for the entire show?
We'll see.
That would be ridiculous to me.
I agree. I mean, there are some people who go through high school without having sex, though. That does happen.
No one in this room.
No, but it does happen.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think they're clearly trying to get them together, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell the people where they can find a virgin.
You can write us at latefee1994@aol.com. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.